So we're preparing for a little old match in the battle arena. You may know it, Counter Logic Gaming versus TSM. And while the standings might show a disparity, you swap and they have no mitigation against that laner.
Yeah, and I'm expecting Huhi to be playing, playing the Gragas, and it to be Darshan with that Fiora because he is very experienced on the Fiora in the split push. They haven't swapped yet though, and I mean, either way, whoever ends up with the champions, they could swap lanes to match their opponents.
It doesn't matter
and try to get that advantageous matchup.
Awesome.
This is crazy.
Not wait, we're gonna spice up the rivalry in the beginning here. And it's CLG versus TSM.
Stood up. He's been stood up by Parth.
Ready. Parth is like, so we see these picks. This is what you guys need to do here. Parth making his way over. A crisp and firm handshake as they head off into the back. The players now left to their own divides. As we get into this crazy compositional game, I cannot wait to see what happens. Counter Logic Gaming feels like they have the upper hand with what I would say Dardoch has said. Speaking for the team, feeling like they're comfortable in this matchup and feeling like they can take down every lane of TSM. But TSM may have something else to say. We are on to the Rift.
Darshan also has TP, and there's a great TP ward. He's going for it behind the TSM bot lane.
That ward has been there for a while. CLG made sure to get that in place for a play down the line, and this is going to be the one locked up and taken down as double lift. Darshan, before the kill ended, trying to already head towards Biofrost, but the Glitter Lance may just save his life. Looking to ult him back with the cask. Does not have it, though. Trying to keep him in range for Dardoch here. Over the wall, Sonic Wave. He's just going to flash it as well. Quite a bit of resources used here for the kill, but they're buying time for the lane to be pushed up by Stixxay to keep these guys out of clearing the wave and to try and get some pressure on that bot lane turret. They do get the 2 kills.
And Biofrost is going to have to be pretty safe because this is a summonerless Lulu against a Blitzcrank who has flash, right? So if you get hooked in there, you're definitely going to go down. He's looking.
Locks him up. Caster Cars. What was that? You have a crystal ball or something?
Now going for that blue invade. They see some of the base timings of TSM. Think they have the advantage. And Hanser, remember, he has no flash from that earlier mid play.
Tries to get a few attacks on. The Mark of the Storm is going to allow him to lock down Darshan fast, but Dardoch's going to be able to get right out of it as well. They're going for the kill. What does the rest of the team get? Bjergsen tries to come in on this one. The chase from Lulu possibly speeding up the team would have been enough, but it is not. Dardoch with the hit, a little too deep, but he does have Darshan rather.
Coming in.
Biofrost solo the kick through. Oh, he misses the Sonic Wave. That follow-up might have put him a little too deep. Afromoo wanted it too. They're on his fence here, and now the first one to go down is Afromoo. A great 1v1 between Stixxay and Doublelift brings Doublelift very low, as him and Biofrost have about 600 HP. The resulting fight gives Bjergsen a kill. Now on to the rest of the team of CLG. Will they find one to Hanser?
Oh,
this is who he ended the fight. He's going in with the double kill. A possible triple, but the Winds of War pushes him out from Bjergsen. And Dardoch is going to get out with the team as they call the disengage too close to the turret. Himself alive.
Baron Rush.
Baron Rush now. 20 minutes in it just to spawn. We saw this go very bad for Echo Fox last game. Bjergsen's going to have an idea it's happening. He went over the wall. Winds of War are going to damage the team, but they don't have a way to smite this one now. Svenskaren's too far away. It's CLG's Baron at 20 minutes in, and Bjergsen wants the resulting fight. It's going to be Svenskaren over the wall if they do take it, or just Void Spikes to slow the team down. TSM says mid, CLG is going to back.
That's going to be 3 very quick turrets here for CLG, very likely, but TSM wants to fight.
Flash in from Bjerg, that's the airborne onto Stixxay. He gets himself in a great spot. The Chain of Corruption goes out, and TSM has so much ground to cover now before they can enter the fight with Bjergsen, who he's back on the line, and CLG go back in to take down Bjerg. Hanser get the stun bot in, the damage onto Darshan now, and they can't lock him down.
Still has his ult, remember.
Slivers of health is CLG's who he decides to go back in. Afromoo looking for a pick, just over the cupcakes, and he's gonna miss as they get the flash out of double lift. And the turret still stands after the fight. Remember, the work done in the bot lane, though, could be crashing into that bot turret.
And if you look at all the vision that CLG has on this side of the map, like, it's pretty incredible. TSM really has a very little as far as vision into their side of the jungle.
Oh, out of the air, alley-oop, yanked back.
Svenskaren
doesn't have a chance to think about it. Blast cones himself to safety. Everything is the jockey for Baron position now. Here's that fight to the bot lane, 2v1 situation. The flash from Huhi means that he has called quite a bit of resources down for no kill. Lightning Rush to come up for Hanser as he tries to get in range for a Q. It's going to be 3 procs of the Storm. He actually goes for the autos first and is not able to get it after Huhi's Q. CLG looking at Baron as this fight happens.
He's going for the turnaround.
He gets the turn on the Vitals against the wall. He's going to be able to get the last attack in. And we question whether he can do the 1v1 in the fights. And there's the 1v1 after the fights from earlier in mid. Teleport now coming in from Bjergsen. The rest of the team is going to be here. And now double lift is hit up. Darshan's on him immediately. There goes Dardoch to the back of the fight. They put Svenskeren in a very sticky situation. Bjergsen missing the Justice Punch, and now CLG ready to deliver more kills. Here comes another one in. No, that has stopped up. They don't decide to do it. They keep going for the fight to the top side. That is Biofrost going down. There's the kill onto Svenskeren. Bjergsen will also fall.
The clean ace for CLG off of the insane outplay in the bot lane. The 1v2 for Huhi gets the kill on Hauntzer.
To concede some of these turrets to squeeze CLG in a little bit further. Get them in a spot that would be good to engage in. A stun up on Huhi is in a bad spot here. Actually going to get himself taken down. As he goes over the fight, he takes down Svenskeren before he goes down. The heal from Grand Challenge keeps himself alive a little longer, but Darshan has not strayed from the top lane. He continues to go for the inhibitor.
You can allow Fiora to safely split push, but he doesn't know where they are right now, and there's two people, you know, maybe even a third coming up with Biofrost. We'll see if they can catch him.
Ooh, that's going to be the hits. Knock up from Bjergsen. Actually, a teleport coming in from Darshan. They want this fight instead of having a free lane to the bot side. Darshan's very, very low. They're getting in a little late on this fight. Stixxay has a long way to run here, and CLG has just taken a cross-map fight that could cost them the map control. Good damage from Dardoch and the rest of the team to stave off the rest of this, but it doesn't seem like they'll lose too much with the waves they have pushing in.
Pick their moments.
It makes it even harder. GA now for Dardoch and Huhi. So if they do go down in the fight, you're going to be worried about one of these guys trying to start it back up. Just a kick on Svenskeren. Dardoch really didn't have anywhere to go after that. Huhi looking to come back or keep splitting. The waves for TSM aren't really in position if they do get a win. They're going to get Baron, so Huhi stays on the inhibitor turret, and CLG will try to stop the Baron as much as possible.
Yeah, CLG just has to delay now because Fiora is in the base, taking down the inhibitor. There's a massive lane top. CLG doesn't want to fully commit to a fight. Svenskeren very low here. If he goes down, they would lose their smite.
He's the closest to Baron too. Has to jump out, takes another shot.
He's one hit away.
200 HP. Airborne goes Bjergsen as he tries to get in for the taunt. Huhi's in the base by himself. A Nexus turret goes down. He can easily finish the game here if CLG goes for broke and uses each bit of HP they have.
Oh, he's looking for the 1v1 on Hauntzer.
Hauntzer, almost all vitals proc, and that would be his life. 2 more to go. Back to the Nexus turret for Huhi now as the minions are just off the outside range. A few more shots. Nexus fountain, or the turret fountain's gonna kill him. He's got to be careful. Kill going in now on Biofrost. CLG can make it into the base with the rest of the team. This is the GA we were talking about. It just makes things last so long. And Huhi has bought time for the team as they bought time at Baron.
We'll see if Hauntzer can actually hold on.
Hauntzer get his last bit of energy back. He wants to try to make the play here, slicing Maelstrom. 3/4 on cooldown. That's the hit in. Chain of Corruptions onto immediately. One last shot after the Blade of the Rune King. CLG with a beautiful early game. TSM held it off. Backs against the wall. It looks like the Nexus is going to go down, though. 7 seconds. It has to happen now.
They've got it.
Kicked away by Dardoch, and the Nexus falls in favor of Counterlogic Gaming.
What an insane game from CLG.
Much more back to a regular comp that we would see here from Counterlogic Gaming as they're back on the red side. A win with that Fiora mid kind of threw TSM off. So we'll see what we have here for game 2. Hashtag TSM win, hashtag CLG win, as the comps have been changed up quite a bit as we get into game 2. TSM looking for a lot of that pick comp as they slide in the Ash Arrow and a bunch more CC. The fans are ready. They've been doing the wave today here in the arena. It's been pumped up. We've had some great games in week 2, and it's only week 2.
That's true. It's the end of week 2 almost.
Yeah, almost.
Hopefully we'll get game 3 here.
But this is going to be crazy, right? CLG can look.
Oh, they're looking to set up a dive here. This would be very aggressive early on.
I'm going to say the ping just went down. That was the alert from the Scryer's Bloom. There's the repel, the last few hits. The hits go on to Darshan. He flashes out. That was a very heated turret, and they would have gone down. Great play with the flashes. Biofrost just on the edge as well. They're bringing the party up for this one. Double Lift is backing off as well.
4-man top.
Nothing to farm. The wall gets Bjergsen there. Darshan would have had a way out, but he has to put himself back under the turret. Tries to go for the stun onto Hauntzer with a slice and dice to get a little bit of room, doing everything he can.
for this. Oh, double lift getting caught.
Chain of Corruption's just after. They're hesitating on this. They just saw the Dragon get taken down, so the grab was almost for naught. Now they're on to Aframu as he doesn't know how much he wanted this fight. The kickback from Svenskeren and the double knockup. And they're gonna clean this up. Double kill for Sven. They're using to get themselves these leads. Arrow.
That arrow.
Cross field. Oh, like a moth to the flame. Oh, way to kick it back and get the kill, resulting in the death of Hugi with summoners up. Now it's going to be the straight down repel here for Dardoch, and he may not find himself taunting anybody after that one.
So TSM moving around the map very well, looking strong in game 2, trying to grab this Rift Herald. These are the kind of things that you want to do. These are the objectives you can pick up to try to snowball early advantages. The CLG are looking to try to stop this. TP's coming in from both sides. More TSM members are here first.
Darshan just to the left. They have Bjergsen. Now Ruthless Predator, the double stun. Dardoch gets out very low, but nobody's there with Darshan and Dardoch. They're already down before the team can get in. Hugi getting hit. Now trying to get away. The Orb of Deception speed is just enough, but he goes down with both summoners down as well. Haunter in a 2v1 now. You can see Stixxay's been so far behind.
Oh, the arrow!
Almost can't provide the damage necessary. Heal is there for him. Lets the barrel charge up. The long-range arrow keeps Hugi in place.
Dardoch gonna look for the steal, though.
Right in, does not even hesitate.
Oh, he got it.
Gets it. Dardoch is in that mode. You can see it right there. They were going for either the death and the dragon or death, dragon out. And now it's going to be the fight resulting. Maybe Haunter goes down here. This extended fight going in favor of CLG as Darshan flashes forward. One more auto attack there. Does not.
Got the James Bond fresh going on over here for Biofrost, but Double looking for another arrow. Hits it again, and Sven looking for the kick. Sven waits. He waits for Dardoch to separate himself a little bit more from Aframu. They know they can't take the fight. The quick hop-off stops anything from mid lane. That's a second-tier look for TSM. But this has been a huge game for him, and Lee Sin has always, in my opinion, kind of been his best champion. Teleport now coming in. That's the hit up on to Dardoch. He goes down immediately. And it looks like Haunter's going to be trying to follow this fight, whether it is to just push CLG off or get more. We'll find out in a second. It's to get more. Flash forward. That's going to be the hit on the Stixxay. Barrel slow to come in as well. There's the flash hook from Biofrost. Move off it now. They have a bit of their own vision here for a moment. There is the teleport coming in. Biofrost's gonna be able to see that. He's gonna flay for his teammate right past. No Ruthless Predator on the cross. They should be able to take out Darshan, but quickly Dardoch and Hugi collapse on that fight. Double lift and Biofrost. What a split by them to push CLG off as well. Bjergsen weaving the wall down to the fight, and CLG just finds TSM coming out of the woodwork every time they want to fight. Represent of that. There's the arrow missing, and that could be the engage. All the way to Bjergsen. How did he get it to split the members of TSM? Biofrost and Doublelift now running for the hills, but it's Darshan who's already at the top, playing king. Can they follow up with more? The charm just missing for the heal from Doublelift. Back up. There's the separation, but wait a minute. Aframu gets picked in. The death sentence just misses, and nobody's sentenced just yet. Darshan in, a Ruthless Predator look for Doublelift on the end, but he just gets the call with a bit of the rage on the end for extra heal. This is such a separation. There's the kill. He's waiting for it as Sven taunts it before he goes for Hugi. Svenskeren going legendary in the game, 9-0 and 8. It's on. Wow, what score lines here. Look at Doublelift and Biofrost now participating in the kill column as well. 1-0-10, 1-0 worked. Oh my God! Happy birthday to Doublelift. There's a surprise party. It's not even his birthday. There's the hit. Oh, hook for hook. We're gonna see who has the better one. Who is the governor of Hook City on this? Aframu very close to going down. His Stixxay's down. The DPS from the bot lane is out of the fight, and now Darshan has to look for safety as Bjergsen's able to throw the rocks in and do enough damage. They'll be able to solidify this one down. Biofrost cheating death with a flay. Onto the big croc, and TSM come up big with 4. Darshan now spotted out. Doublelift does not have his arrow, but Talia wall in about 5 seconds. Around. They're not even going to need to use it. If they do, they're going to cut the team off to the other side. Whoa, lots of damage coming into Biofrost as well. So and look to push up and siege again. Haunter very far up here, likely going to get picked off though. We'll see.
Big separation in the fight. 5v1 if he can even live for that long. The entire team is on the top side here with the inhibitor down on bot.
And they have armor at that
damage,
point.
Crit,
but
attack speed,
but it's like CLG is so poor that they don't actually have the items that you would expect. They haven't built any armor yet.
That hurts because armor is one of the cheaper items you can get in the game. Oh, Hunter with the huge shields. Still able to get over the wall and take down Huhi, not having the same game as he did on the Fiora. An arrow splitting the defense of Stixxay and Afromu with no hit. And Bjergsen in a very scary spot. Whoa! He puts himself on autopilot for a second, maybe looking to make the wall play, looking up towards the top side of the team. Dardoch very low, he will stay alive with the health. No, Biofrost flashes in for the auto, and they're gonna start cleaning up the rest of CLG on their own. Engaged, TSM turns them on their own head.
The Nexus turrets are already under fire. We're gonna be going to game number 3, Riv.
25, you serious? 25 KD, 28-7. 29 minutes into the game, TSM shaking off game 1 as CLG came out strong. TSM turn on the afterburners, and we're going to a game 3. That's exactly what I was looking at, because you think Rakan goes in, the Galio has to charge that dash up. So wait, would it take too long? But you have the Spirit Rush. You have as well Dardoch on that Graves pick. I was thinking, why the Graves pick? That collateral damage is long range. If you need to finish off from long range, on that engage from Afromu, you have that finisher. So they have a lot of those options. TSM coming off a very strong game. Svenskeren back on the Lee Sin after a 13-0-12. Bjergsen gets the Talia once again for himself. Double lift for double lift, Bio for almost the same composition for TSM, so it should be like riding a bike.
Yeah, the only change here for TSM is no Gragas, right? And that is it. I mean, they have a very good composition here for themselves. They just smashed with essentially the same one as last game.
Run it back, not even salty.
Yeah, they're going to be looking for the unsalty run back.
That's right. A big portion of TSM is here towards the bot side.
Yeah, Sven is here. Bjergsen is roaming down. Both top laners have TPs. This is a very dangerous situation. TSM is TPing in. They're looking for the engage. Now comes Darshan.
Darshan as well. Hero's entrance is up as well. Once he gets there, we'll have to see where it's used. Stixxay gets himself back, throws the feathers, and Hugi's able to come up with first blood. CLG having the lane to escape in. Still able to get the kills on TSM, has the turret behind them.
They get the kills, and this is one hit on this turret. They can continue the dive as it gets finished off.
Straight in, Justice Punch into taunt. Afromu, grand entrance. Does he battle dance back? Not even yet. They want to stay in the fight for more kills. Still have to pay respects to the hook. Battle dances can get Afromu to a pretty slick situation, so he may be able to draw out a hook.
Oh, here comes Talia. They're looking for the fight.
Oh, whoa! Goes for the safeguard to the kick on Dardoch to try and clear out the damage. They drop double lift immediately. Now, where the early game has been active here, it really only has been because turret in the bot went down. The game was forced up top. The only play before that was the play that took that turret down. Here, a little bit of 1v1 in the mid lane. One more rush coming in. He goes for the ignite play. Huhi almost grabbing the kill.
He actually saved his cleanse for the ignite. And the instant cleanse on the ignite there from Bjergsen. Really interesting choice of how to order those summoner spells, and I hope we get to watch that again, but there's a dive here up in topside. The turret's almost dead, but it's still hitting them.
Nobody's hitting the turret there. They finally get the last shot. Dardoch focuses it, but it's been too long. Afromu never got an initial knock-up with the grand entrance. Battle Dance put to position, and it did not help. Now the rest of the team is able to tear CLG apart as Double Lift was just firing from the back line, and Hanser coming in on the TP to help clean things up.
To actually go for this, and then Bjergsen, he's not nearly as cooldown reliant as the Ahri. That charm misses, he can go straight in and clean up Hugi, who has no ultimate, no summoner. Definitely going to be happy about that purchase now. Oh, the engage.
Grand entrance on Svenskeren cannot get over to the Lantern. The battle dance back as Afromu gets himself to safety. What an ultimate from Stixxay, keeps himself alive. Dodging out the arrow, and TSM does not have a kill to follow up on blinking members of CLG. They control Hugi's rotation down towards the fight.
And he's just able to step up and engage on that fight. He knows that he's ridiculously strong, and Svenskeren is going to be there to back him up, so he trades out his ultimate, but they get a flash from Dardoch, and now the pick over onto...
Oh, almost an instant double kill. Svenskeren very low, cannot get taken down in the end, though. It is a kill for a kill. Supports are down.
P with these first two items, the Titanic plus the Black Cleaver. And now another pick, they're going for double lift.
Ooh. Oh my word, the blue suede shoes. Can he get out of this one alive? Almost makes it.
Monster's here.
He had to go for the long haul on that one and use all of the abilities. This is Bjergsen now from the top side. Hanser has absorbed a lot. Is that the turnaround for TSM? Darshan still in the front line as well. Kick back on the taunt, so no follow-up from either team on that. Hanser looking for the dive in. He is full fury, but Darshan going down as he steps forward without the help of the team.
By Bjergsen, who is at a much stronger point.
We said what was Darshan had to mitigate against in top lane. He doesn't have that magic resistance other than the cowl. The initiation draws it back, stun on stun from the Xayah Rakan combo as you're locked up until you're knocked down.
Hanser is very, very strong, but there is also a lot of damage on CLG between Dardoch and Stixxay. TSM stepping forward, looking to try to take out this turret. Oh, engage misses from Afromu.
Oh, when you try to go for a full team, it becomes very difficult. They quickly sidestep it. Grand entrance, and the hero's entrance goes in. Unfortunately, Afromu does not make it out. And they're going to look for this turret as the next wave crashes in. It only has a few hundred HP.
Yeah, they should be able to get it no problem, and Svenskeren is around the side, going to be threatening a dive. They can keep going. Who he's caught.
Ruthless Predator onto him. Oh, seismic shove right back into the frying pan. A justice punch forward from Darshan as he tries to pick up just ever to get the engage.
And the gold lead is just enormous for Hanser. Now looking for the engage here on a Bjergsen.
The double hit. Do they continue to go? Afromu thinks he can get the charm down on enough members. Actually keeps himself alive in a four-person situation.
Hanser
what a taunt from Darshan as Hanser tries to do the same thing.
He's killing
Galio or Renekton. Who's going to do more damage? And I think we find out in the end. It's Hanser coming up big for TSM. All the way in. Svenskeren takes the resonating strike. Lives with under 100 HP, and TSM is doing everything.
Oh, they're on Baron.
A few more hits. Svenskeren locks up Baron, but it looks like CLG's quite healthy to start things off. Hanser goes down to start it, and that's going to be Darshan as well. Top laners out for both teams. The hook misses, and Stixxay's very low with an ultimate, so he can get into a scary spot, but they're going to choose mid-turret.
They are resetting, and it's looking like TSM wants to try to play for the next Baron, which is spawning in 20 seconds. They're trying to move their wards up to that side of the map. They have a pink over by it, and if they can control this area and make CLG face check into them, it could be a tough fight for CLG. But Sven coming from the side, it looks like the fight's going to break out.
Waiting for Darshan to be able to take a few of these engages and live for the team. Afromu to the back, has the battle dance back. Hanser has the back line as he starts the fight, and CLG just starts to melt under the damage of Team SoloMid. Afromu now goes down. Dardoch on the wrong side of the fight. He's going to be going down with a quick bite from TSM, and they chomp down on the rest of CLG. Darshan heads for the hills as TSM heads for the base.
But they're looking to set up a trap, and if they see in the bot lane that Hanser is there, they're big stun.
Double lift engaged on. That's going to be a huge shutdown on Bjergsen. What a hit from Afromu. That's the follow-up CLG was waiting for, and they don't even
Hanser's
wait
them,
to light the trigger. Hanser on the back, able to do a 4v1, 5v1. He doesn't even matter what the numbers are. It's up to CLG to re-coordinate and find the kills. They orchestrate their way through the fight, and now look for a middle inhibitor turret. That's one hit, 19 seconds coming in, 30 for Hanser, and they're going to be looking for Nexus turrets. They have so much damage. Svenskeren and Biofrost are the only ones. The minions just get there to weaken the turret. 9 seconds on Bjergsen and double lift.
They don't have
Svenskeren's up, and it looks like they have the damage. It's going to be Dardoch on the turret. Guard going down, Svenskeren very low. Stixxay goes down as well. The 1-for-1 there, and here comes double lift out of the base. He finds a true arrow. Eagle-eye double lift, dropping down Huhi, and TSM's going coast to coast for the win. We'll be able to even this out 2-2. They still got to get to the Nexus. It has been a great best of 3 between these teams, and they will start the final touches on the Nexus turret.
Oh, and CLG, what a play in the mid lane, but they thought they could end the game. They didn't just want the inhibitor. They could have played a pretty even game from there. They decided to go for the win. It doesn't pay off, and TSM is able to hold on and take down the series.